Welcome back to Not Another Sports Cast. This is episode 9. I'm your host, SQ. I got Ty. We got Big Jew.
Yo,
We got V Will. Then we got a new guy today, my man Al. How you doing,
what's
Al,
going
man?
on?
Welcome to the
Going
show,
on,
man.
going on, fellas. I'm doing good. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's just hop right into it, man, because it's a real good question. A lot of people talk about the Lakers, but it's like who is the most important to the Lakers' success going forward for the rest of this season? And we're gonna start off with Ty.
So, of course, the easy answers is either going to be Braun or AD. Of course, they're the leaders of the team, so of course you're going to expect them to be the most influential. But I feel like it would be D'Angelo Russell. I feel like on this team this year, is the X factor because when he's playing good, it's going to be really hard to stop them this season. I think he's shooting like 40% from the 3-point line, and if he can keep that up in the playoffs as well as his passing ability, I think he had a game where he had like 17 assists. If he can keep that up, throughout the rest of the season and maintain it in the play-in and through the playoffs, I think that team is going to be extremely hard to beat.
All right, so yeah, those guys are really like I feel like D'Angelo Russell's a integral part to their success. What you think, Big Jew?
Yeah, I agree with D'Angelo Russell, but I think I think these players is like Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent. When they come back from injury, they got to be consistent.
Yeah, you just
All
got
right,
hope for that because they didn't. Well, specifically Gabe, he ain't really play much this season, so that's a prayer right there. That's a prayer.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he don't just want that messing up the rotation.
Yeah, that too. And so he'll probably get like little minutes when like D'Angelo not on the floor or something, but I don't know. That's a prayer. That's a prayer.
All right, let's move on. What you think, V Will?
Yo, I don't know if it's gonna be like just one person that's really going, put them over the top. They all got all those guys that stepped up last season, like the dude, the white kid. He got to play hard.
Austin
Uh,
Reeves.
yeah, he got to come show up. Rui, he got to show up. Of course, we know what LeBron gonna do. He gonna give you what he normally give you. But AD, he got to play like I think he need to play like an MVP. You know what I mean? For them to get over the top when they won it in the bubble, arguably he could have been the MVP of that series. You know what I mean? I think he got to play like that Anthony Davis in order for them to get as far as they can go. Because if he's not playing, if he had like games like he played last year where, one game he was the man, then the next game you ain't hear from him, I don't think they got a shot. He got to be consistent throughout. He always got to be between him and LeBron, got to be the leading scorer of the team when they on there. That's the way I feel. And those other guys got to contribute because it's going to take, as you can see, like last season, it took it took more than LeBron and AD in order for them to win. So if they the only two that's doing their thing, they're not gonna make it. In my opinion.
Yeah, I feel you on that. When it comes to definitely when it comes to like those guys, like you can definitely let AD and LeBron get theirs and just stop the other guys. But what you think, Al?
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna piggyback off of Big Will because it did take a lot more than just Brian and AD. You feel me? Like these guys all know how to have that takeover moments, and when they put that shit all together like a routine, like everybody doing their job, like Brown said, like this shit's basketball. Just like the same thing Bill Belichick said, it's football. I gotta play to win. And when these guys play, they play hard. recently. That's all I've been saying for real. Especially Reeves and D'Lo, and these were the guys that was most trending for trying to get traded or trying to get signed off. Shit was crazy, but yeah, they just got to play together. That shit is Lakers basketball. It never changed, never will.
Yeah. Now, I got a couple people that I think will be like very integral parts. You know, I don't hear y'all. I ain't hear nobody mention their new addition, Spencer Dinwiddie. Like they gotta definitely implement him into the offense. You know, he's gonna be running that bench, the team coming off the bench with Prince and Christian Woods and all those guys. Like I think like Spencer Dinwiddie is really like the part that they feel like they got him for a reason. And I feel like he's gonna be like one of those people that once he gets like acclimated to the team and start playing within their offense, I feel like he's gonna be like that person that's gonna kind of put them over the top. Like they can get out of the West if he plays well.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I
I can
mean
see
that
that.
that goes back to what I was saying. I was saying, yo, it's gotta be everybody. It's gotta be a team effort. You know what I mean? Because that's how Denver won it. Everybody on their squad was contributing. You know what I mean? If you just got a certain, of course, Jokic gonna get his. Booker, he gonna get his. You know what I mean? But those other players gotta contribute. Like KCP, he made a difference. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He made a difference. You know what I mean? And with Brown coming off the bench, he no longer there, but he made a difference as well. So that's
Hmm.
what you gotta have. You gotta have your role players, play their roles and contribute, and their stars got to do what the stars normally do. And
Yeah.
then when it come to crunch time, that's who you get a ball to. But you got to get the crunch time. If you don't get the crunch time where you can give the ball to those guys and they can make plays, then that's that. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
long night.
That's kind of how the playoffs went for the Lakers last year. It seemed like every game or every series, it was somebody new stepping up.
Right.
Austin Reeves had his little run. I ain't gonna say little run. He had his run in all three series. He had a pretty big game in every series they played in. Lonnie Walker closed the Warriors out that one series.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And he no longer with the squad.
yeah, and that was crazy for them to give him up.
Yeah.
But for that Denver series, it was just like, bro, niggas they was just hitting some shit that you're not supposed to make. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like they was doing everything right, but it was like the basket and the ball was magnetized. You just throw that shit up, it was gonna go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to like their starting lineup, do you think they should make some like shake it up and make some changes to that? Now that they got, like I mentioned, Spencer Dinwiddie. He's a starter on any other team. Like, do you when it comes playoff time, do you think that they should like switch it up and let Dinwiddie start, or should they keep the starting lineup that they got now?
Nah, keep the lineup they got now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because me personally, I haven't really been seeing him play. You feel me? So I would kind of keep it as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless somebody unless it's a matchup thing where they need him to go in there as far as matchups goes, but you know, or somebody in the starting lineup is not playing well or something like that. That's the only way I would see him. Them inserting him in the line because he ain't been in with the team long enough
Yeah,
for him to
chemistry.
just come in there and start over guys that's been there pretty much the whole year and doing that thing. So what I mean. I think Darvin Ham would have some issues if he was just that man just got off the plane and then next thing you know, he
He
coming off,
started.
he getting his name announced, starting at shooting
Yeah, we
guard.
ain't talking about we ain't
Yo,
talking about a fucking Kyrie, and we talking about Spencer Dinwiddie.
yeah,
No,
yo, yeah, yo. I mean, he a good player. He definitely a good NBA player, but I don't know if you just gonna get off the plane, just get
nah.
off the
If
bus and
if
start, yo.
if D'Angelo is having his low moments in the playoffs, then he still starts. But Spencer Dinwiddie is the first one off the bench. And you can probably make that switch early. But he don't start. No, he don't start. No.
What you
Hell
think,
no.
G?
Man, Spencer Dinwiddie getting the balling out and D'Lo playing like some bullshit. We already know Devin Ham gonna start Spencer Dinwiddie,
All right.
First
but it's
man off
only
the bench.
it just depends on how bad D'Lo play. But now they got three good reliable guards. They ain't like it just depend on how healthy they Lakers stay and how consistent players be.
Damn, yo,
Because
everything for D'Lo,
realistically, they got
yo.
three solid guards for Gabe Vincent, especially Dinwiddie and D'Lo. It don't matter who start, as long as they are playing the right way and being effective. It's all about who get hot. They got a bunch of players on the bench that was just starting for real. So it's all about can they come together and be Showtime Lakers and buy
Yo, but
into it.
it ain't enough minutes for everybody, yo.
Then yeah. And honest, I wouldn't even rely that much on Gabe Vincent because he ain't really
Nah,
played as much this season.
not this season. Not this season because he been hurt pretty much
Yeah.
the whole season.
Yo, them Heat guards keep
So
fleecing
they
the
going so
Lakers, yo.
Spencer Dinwiddie definitely gonna be cooking then, and it's gonna be chills. He got
Yeah.
the
Oh, he
he
gonna get a
needed
lot of
it.
minutes.
Makes sense. It makes sense for Spencer Dinwiddie to come in here and get involved out and get this ring.
Fingers crossed.
Everybody played with him. Mavericks played with him. Knicks played with him. Everybody traded him. Keep trading him back to the same team. He went to the Nets twice. Went to the Mavs twice. People keep playing with him. They thought he ready go to the Mavs. No, not three times. He going to the Lakers. He ready get it done.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see.
we'll see, but we will
We'll
see.
see.
But moving on to the next thing on our docket, the there's a lot going on in Milwaukee right now. You know, Giannis came out and said that right, this is Dame Lillard's team, and he's going to lead us to. He's pretty much going to lead us to where we got to go, and pretty much like the question I'm posing to you guys is is Dame and Giannis is the Dame and Giannis duo, is it enough for them to win the chip this year? You can go ahead,
uh,
Ty.
No, let Al go. Go ahead, Al. Go ahead,
Go
Al.
ahead, Al.
see, this the shit I'm talking about, right? You let Giannis just, I don't know, yo. Like he getting too friendly for me now, yo. Like he ain't in control of shit no more. Like he too much in the media. Like it's just, I don't know. I just think they don't have a chance against my Celtics. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna take that off just like that, fellas. Like I just don't think it's gonna happen because Dame already speaked out in the conversations he has with reporters nowadays. So it's kind of like he's saying he don't got it no more, all this and that. It's like I don't know, yo. They just doing this shit for show at this point, fellas. So I'm gonna just keep it 100.
You might as well go ahead, V Will.
Yo, it's going to take more than them two in order for them to win it, yo. I mean, that's going back to the same thing kind of with the Lakers, man. You know, you just can't have two dudes doing it and everybody else contribute. Plus, right now they don't have no identity. You know, they don't.
Yeah.
They not playing defense when they need to play defense. You know what I mean? And then you gotta decide who gonna take the last shot. You know what I mean? But with Giannis saying that it's Dame Lillard team, then now, I guess he deferring to him like, yo, when you know we need a bucket, or then it's up to Dame to get us that bucket. But that's not gonna always be the case.
Well,
You got, you got like leverage that stuff out. When who gonna take over at what point of the game. Now Dame could probably be the closer. Giannis could during the game, get what he get, do his thing, and then when it comes to like sealing the deal, yo, play it out, yo, set a screen. I'm gonna shoot this three, and Dame Lillard just do what he do, you know, Dame time. So, but
yeah.
them other dudes got to step up, man. Them other dudes got to step up.
As
You
far
know,
as closing the game out, it's for sure Dame. I
yeah,
think that's probably part of the reason why they went out to go get Dame. Is for him to close games out. Because if
right.
you remember that last playoff series against the Heat, I think it went to overtime or it was about to go to overtime, and straight off the tip off, Giannis threw the ball away, trying to get the ball to Chris Middleton because Giannis knew he was about to get fouled, and he panic passed it over
Adam,
there
mute
to
your mic,
fucking
Adam.
Christian Wood. So
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Yo, not really that reliable coming down in the clutch. So of
right.
course, Dame got it. But I say, man, they better hope they don't run into the Heat again.
Yeah, but and then again, like I ain't even mentioned Middleton, you know, because he ain't really been 100% this year too.
Mm-hmm.
He got to step up his game. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because he was one of the one when they won it when they won their chip. He's one of the main reasons why they won that chip because he, you know, he did his thing at the end. You know,
Yeah.
he was a go-to player. You know what I mean? And then they missed. You know they missed their man and shit. You know what I mean? Who they traded for Dame. You
Yeah,
know they miss him.
yeah, yeah. Drew Holiday.
Yeah, you know they miss him
Well,
because he was, you know, he was a Swiss Army knife. Yo, if you need him to play D, he could play D. You need him to get a bucket, he can get a bucket. You need him to make the correct play, make a pass, he'll make the correct play, make sure the right person get the ball. You need him, you know, to get a timely steal. Yo, he was there. Yo, he was a Swiss Army knife. They miss him. They miss, and they don't have nobody like him. Right now, they don't have nobody like him on that squad. You know what I mean? So
but
Yeah.
what you think, Big Jew?
Man, it's a shit show over there. They got bum ass Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers always be fucking up.
damn,
Yo,
JJ
back
Redick.
Overtime.
nah. Don't say you gonna call me a white man? Damn.
Yo, no, I'm saying JJ Redick called him a
On Black
bum too,
History Month.
yo. Yo, he called him a bum too on first take, yo. He say he tired of people making excuses for Doc, yo. That's what I meant, yo. No, you're not a Caucasian, my brother.
Right.
You're not a
But I'm just
European.
saying, they like Chris Middleton hurt. You feel me? I don't think Malik Beasley gonna be consistent enough to get it done. Like the Bucks can be upset. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Again, that's why I said they better hope they don't run into the Heat again.
you know what I'm saying? So
Or
I
they
don't
even
got,
know.
got they
if
got
shit,
enough
even
to
the
do it,
Celtics.
but
Yo,
it's on Dame.
didn't they bump the Knicks last year? The Bucks?
Did they? Or
It's
I
basically
think
the
that was
same.
That
that
was
the
Miami.
Celtics?
Dame
Was it?
That
It
was
basically
was
in the same
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, that was
situation.
Yeah,
Miami. That
yeah,
bumped
yeah.
them.
It was Miami. It was
Miami.
Miami. It was Miami.
But
It was
they
Miami.
shit, Milwaukee better
He
watch
basically
out
in
for
the
the
same.
Knicks.
He basically in the same situation as the Blazers for real. Like he was trying not to be the first option, but y'all understand Dame's still the first option, so he basically still on Dame Lillard for real. When it's really supposed to be on Giannis and supposed to open and Dame supposed to be getting the easy buckets off the ball, but it ain't really going like that. It's more so like Giannis just want Dame to do it all for real. Then he play off ball and he get it. So I guess we just
But
gotta
I
wait and see in
mean,
the playoffs.
Dame not really an off-ball player though, so that's kind of so that's odd in itself. Whereas Giannis, can play off ball just off of like screening rolls or getting him in the post and letting him work out or do whatever. Like he more of an off ball player or even off ball screens, letting him be able to get downhill. But Dame, I never really seen Dame like, all right, bet we could run the offense through him, but he's not on the ball. I think he a
Right,
all ball, on ball. He in order for him to affect the game offensively, he gotta have the ball, even if it's
Yeah.
like a DHO, but he initiates the DHO. That's you feel what I'm saying. That's his game. ISOs to getting that off the dribble three, or getting downhill, or finding another open man. But his game is an on ball game.
Right.
Um, Yeah, I don't see it working. Honestly, I don't get moved by superstars teaming up. I don't be moved by it because it often never works. The last time it worked was KD, but KD joined a team that was already solidified. They came off a 73 game winning season. But before that, of course, is Braun. But Braun is Braun. Like Quiet Yo was in a whole nother stratosphere. But again, KD went to join the Nets with Kyrie, and then now he's on the Suns with Booker and Bill, and the shit don't work. So in my mind, bro, I don't think that Giannis and Dame shit don't move me. And then you add in Doc Rivers. Like, I mean, you're a great coach, but as far as when it matters, bro, resume not that good.
Yeah, that's true.
Your resume not that good. So no, I don't. I see them struggling in the playoffs again. Second round exit.
That makes me, that kind of gives me and make me propose my next question about this same subject. Like like um like V Will like eloquently stated, JJ Redick has been on record saying that Doc Rivers is not that good of a coach. Now, do you think when it, like, as the season goes along, that they're gonna, like, he's gonna eventually get them into a point where they're playing as a, like, better as a whole, or do you think it's just that, or you think that he's just not going to be able to control this team and he's just going to get fired like the last coach?
Yo, I
He'll
can't.
be able to rally the troops during a regular season, but but when the playoffs come, I don't know what happens in the locker room, but it just kind of seems like he can't motivate his team to get over the hump when it matters. I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel, and honestly, I feel like he was able to do it when he won with that Celtics team, probably because of Kevin Garnett and um his strong attitude. But
Yeah,
yo haven't had another like vocal player like how Kevin Garnett is. You already niggas know Kevin Garnett gonna tell you straight up how it is. No cut cards. He haven't had nobody else like that cut from that cloth of Kevin Garnett. So I don't see him being able to rally that Bucks team to get them over the hump when times get tough. You seen what happened.
Yeah.
His last playoff series was with the Sixers, and they couldn't close that series out. You had an MVP on your team and an ex two-time MVP.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can, and then it's one of them things, like his win loss record hasn't is not exactly what you would call the Hall of Fame ballot type record. But we can segue over that to V Will. What you think, V Will?
Um, I think he, when it came down to these last few teams that he's on, he had a lot of bad luck at the end of the game. You know, some of them games, Embiid was hurt. You know what I mean? When he was playing Atlanta, you know what I mean? Ben Simmons, he ain't want to shoot the ball. He ain't, they players, the players that he relied on, to get him over the hump, they didn't come through for him. Even when he was with the Clippers, like JJ Redick was saying, you know, Chris Paul got hurt. You know, Blake Griffin, he got hurt when they was
Well,
playing in
what
the
would
series.
you say the excuse was for that bubble? What happened in the bubble with him and
Oh,
PG, Kawhi and them?
yo, they just
That
got.
was nasty.
I think they just got their ass whipped.
How? But they was up like 20 though.
Right, but but in the NBA, a 20-point lead ain't nothing though. You know what I mean? A 20, but you gotta have people to make plays down the stretch. If they don't make them
PG
plays
and
down the
Kawhi.
stretch, and that
Right.
and, and that and that can
Again,
go back to coaching as well, because you might not have the right
rallying the
personnel in
troops.
the game. You know what I mean?
Rallying
But
the troops, yo.
yeah. I mean, you still got to coach. You definitely still had to coach. Calling timeouts at the right time when a team get on a run. You got to call that timeout to stop the run. Certain when you got the ball in the half court, certain things you got to run to make sure you get a bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yo, sometimes it be seeming like off his press conferences, it's kind of like I got great players on my team. I don't really need to like coach. I could take a step
Yeah,
back on some shit.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Mhm.
like, yeah, but no.
that's like when you mentioned when he's with Boston. Yo, he had all them veterans on the squad. He ain't really had to, tell them dudes like what we need to do down the stretch. You had, Paul Pierce. He had a strong personality. Of course, Kevin Garnett was pretty much the leader of the
So
team.
you saying he got a free ring?
Nah, he's saying he got a free ring, yo. They still
Honestly,
had to win the game,
So
though.
what are you saying?
honestly,
So what do you? So what do
yeah,
you mean by that then?
honestly,
They still
Hey,
had
what
to
you
win the
think?
game. They still had to play the games.
What you think, Al? I don't think he can hear me. Go ahead, Jew.
uh,
No, I think you don't. Soon.
I can't even see Al, yo. Can you see Al?
yeah, he in the
Hold up.
dark or some shit. But nah,
Al,
shit,
Al,
low key.
Yeah.
Al, what you
Go
got? The
ahead,
blue
though.
Also,
light?
Go ahead, though,
You got the
Jew.
black
Keep
light on, Al?
it.
No,
Hey,
he driving. He on
Oh,
his
he
way home.
driving? Oh, okay, all right.
but
That's what's
but
up.
keep it moving though, Jew. What you think?
Man, them niggas suck.
You talking about Doc
facts.
Rivers or the
I
squad?
said Doc Rivers, man.
Both
That Rivers suck. What are you talking about?
yeah, we
Like,
got
I
you
just
know
said they garbage. It's a shit show over there. They got Dame Lillard. They got Dame Lillard trying to, like I said, they got Dame Lillard playing defense and getting 10 assists. Like, just Dame Lillard is supposed to focus on scoring and just put effort, had an effort on defense. But they want Dame Lillard to stop somebody for who averaged 25 to hold them to 15. Hell no.
Yo,
Nigga
your
almost
man,
35.
your man Patrick Beverly supposed to be the the X factor.
And they got dumbass Paul Doc Rivers, who like y'all said, he get free rings. He ain't got no fucking KG, no Paul Pierce, no crazy skill set, mindset of players. He just got Dame skill set, mindset of player, but he ain't do shit with them. He ain't doing what do shit with the Bucks. Who gonna listen to him?
Yo,
Brooke Lopez
they
already don't fuck
it
with him.
ain't they ain't have a lot of
Don't
time to
nobody
get
fuck
together,
with him.
yo. Yo, it took the Clippers a
Don't
minute
nobody
for
fuck with Dame. Don't nobody fuck with Dame.
yo, it took the Clippers a minute for them to get that shit together.
Except for Giannis for real.
You know what I mean?
but even with the Clippers, they never got their shit together. They
Giannis
always,
is
No, I'm
always
Giannis
talking
losing.
about
power
this
tripping.
season when
Giannis let
James
that
Harden
one
first
ring go
came
to his
in,
head.
they was
He
getting
thinking
their
he
ass whipped.
good. He thinking he good. He solidified. He ain't got nothing else to prove. He done. He just trying to help Dame out for real. Like he's saying, be honest, for like he know if he retire right now, he Hall of Fame. He got millions of dollars. He from another place. He's not from America. He got all the money, and he
Yo,
already won
this nigga
2 MVPs. And this nigga won a ring, Defensive Player of the Year. He don't give a shit.
Yo, but no, what I'm
Hey,
saying with the Clippers, yo, when James Harden first got there, yo, they was getting their ass whipped. It took them a
Man,
minute.
why you bringing up James Harden, man? The
Yo, I'm
truth,
just
man.
saying the
James Harden a
team, yo.
bucket.
It
You know
take
what I
a
mean?
it take a
Talking about
minute for them
we
for the
talking
teams to
about
gel.
how bummy the Bucks is
I'm
and
saying
yo,
how
it's
nigga,
bummy Doc
bad,
Rivers
yo.
is.
I'm saying it's the same similar situations, man. That's what I'm saying.
Doc Rivers some shit, man.
yeah,
They had a new player come in. It took them a while to adjust. They got a new coach coming in. It's taking them a while to adjust. But we'll see what happens down the stretch in the playoffs. Yo, if they get bumped, yo, he gonna take all the blame. Plain and simple.
Hell no, he
yeah.
gonna put that shit on Giannis and Dame. Well,
Yeah,
Giannis and Dame should
he
have
might
stepped
say
up.
that
I'm
shit.
not sure what they was going. I was
Right,
not
he
sure
might
what
say
they
that
were
shit in the
doing.
press conference, but that shit, everybody see what's going on the floor. Yo, you couldn't, you know what I mean? You ain't do your job as a coach. You know what I mean?
We
Yeah.
go. I'm not sure what Giannis and Dame was thinking this game, but I feel like my superstars should have stepped up.
Yo, you see through Ben Simmons under the bus. But he
Yeah.
probably deserved that shit though, yo. Ben Simmons brought it
Yeah.
up
And
already.
he
Yeah,
already proved
you
what type
for
of person
sure
he
should
is.
have done that shit.
Let's stop talking about that garbage human being. Let's talk about another person.
yo,
Facts.
you getting it
Yeah,
in, son. You
yeah,
getting it
yeah,
in.
man. Like, can we get my man Al on this subject?
What subject?
I don't think he. I don't
Oh,
know.
we talking about Doc Rivers, man. Never
Nah,
mind.
he getting skipped. Nah, he getting
Yeah.
skipped.
So that pretty much like, but just to put a bow on it and just to like in part like compartmentalize all this, like everything that y'all guys said, like it's a lot of validity to all everything that you guys said. Like pretty when it comes to Doc Rivers and what he's done in the past and all that. And then you got him ask like them asking him a question like when he said that when he was interviewed by the Bucks brass. He asked them why did they come and why did they ask him for to take the job, and that's a red flag in itself. Like he pretty much knew that he didn't want like this big target on his back because he knew with this team it's a championship team. It's built for the championship, but he's of course like he's done in the past. He's going to throw those guys under the bus, saying that the players didn't listen to him or this person didn't play up to par, and it just comes back to that Doc is just not really like that much of a leader of men. That's what it really comes
Mm-hmm.
down to. And
Mm-hmm.
I like just to put my spin on it. Like Doc hasn't proven anything to me other than the fact that he knows how to blow up a team. That's the only thing he's proven to me. And that brings us to the third topic that we got. It's another person being thrown under the bus. His name is called Justin Fields in the Chicago Bears. He recently unfollowed the Bears and the NFL on Twitter, formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter, and it's a
That
lot
shit
of
is
lot
Twitter,
of
bro.
things
I'm never
swirling
on that
around
shit
him
at.
as far as like him being traded, like his landing spots, and will they trade away the first pick and still keep him? It's like these are all questions that probably need to be answered before the combine, which is next week. And my
Yo,
question
so
to
we
the my
so
question to you guys is what do you think his potential landing spots can be? Because they got three of them here. It's Pittsburgh, Atlanta, or Oakland. What do you
it's Las
guys think?
Vegas, yo, Las
Yeah, I
Vegas.
already say Vegas.
Yeah, I want him.
Not
I want
Oakland.
him in Vegas because I'm a Raiders fan. So I Chicago, go ahead and let him go and let him come to let him come out to Vegas and go out there and do his thing. You know what I mean? Because I think he got
So
potential to be a great quarterback. You know what I mean? But my thing is, but back to this social media thing, yo, when you unfollow a nigga, that means you don't fuck with him no more, right?
that's what it's
Listen.
supposed to be.
Yeah, low
Basically,
key.
that's what it means, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I would say so.
okay, all right. Well, you know where his feelings at then. You know what I mean. So, but my thing is, yo, they say the dude Caleb Williams is you like the next coming. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's and they so basic, so they want him. But yo, he's still unproven. He hasn't played it down in the NFL, so we don't know what he can do until he get there and show us. So you
Yeah,
drafting any draft is on potential. You know what I mean. But this man Justin Fields, he been in there. He didn't have different coaches every year. He been there. You know what I mean. Offensive line can't block for him. He ain't had a whole bunch of offensive weapons. But he been doing the best he can with what he had. And
yeah,
this past season, he kind of turned the corner. He played better. He made them a better team. You know what I mean? But now, since they traded, I forget who they traded to get the number one pick, because they got
DJ Moore.
right. So they got Carolina's number one pick, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
was one of the worst teams in the NFL. So they pretty much locked into getting the number one pick. And it just so happened that Caleb Williams, this like you got 3, 4 good quarterbacks that's coming out of college, but this kid Caleb Williams supposed to be the truth. So we gonna see. Because one way or another, somebody gonna get proven wrong. If they
What?
trade, if they trade Justin Fields to whoever they trade him to, and he goes on to become, a legitimate, you know, starter in the NFL, and then Caleb Williams come there, and he do the same thing Justin Fields did the first couple of years he was there, then we gonna see who made the right decision. So
But I feel like Chicago is in a tough spot, but because they got that number one pick, it's kind of like, yo, best player available. And it just so happens that a quarterback is the best player available. Ain't no way in hell you
yeah,
about to use that number one pick to fucking draft any type of lineman or cornerback.
true
You go
that.
get the best player available. And it just so happened the best player available also plays quarterback who your best player on the team plays. So you feel me? They
Right.
are in a tricky spot.
Yeah, but
And
they have other options as well. You could trade that number one pick and get a bunch of picks for it. That's if you have your faith in Justin Fields. But apparently
yeah,
they don't have that type of faith in him. So that's what they gonna do, that, the thing, use that pick to get it, get somebody to replace him. And he feel as though, if you're gonna trade me, trade me. Stop talking about it, putting it out there. We undecided and this and that. I'm on, let me know if I'm gonna be here or I'm not gonna be here. You know what I mean? And then even if they decide to keep him, he's still gonna feel some type of way about it. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
You're supposed to be a professional, but we all human. You know what I mean? People, your feelings get hurt. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So that's gonna be a dilemma anyway. To me, he can't really come back there. After all the stuff that's been put out there, you know, we trading him for the first pick. We not trading him, because he gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? How you gonna tell that man, after the whole off season, we really got faith in you. Really? Okay. I believe you. I believe you. So
yeah.
you lying to that man. You lying to him.
And
You know.
then I
Yeah.
mean, I might sound crazy when I say this, but I'm surprised they didn't follow in the Ravens' footsteps as far as getting some type of offensive line for him and emphasizing that run game.
Yeah.
That's why the Ravens was able to, for the last few seasons, that's why the Ravens were able to do what they were been able to do, is because they had a pretty decent offensive line and a run game.
Right.
Quarterbacks can throw the ball. Like that's not really a debate. You in the league for a reason. You're able to throw the ball. But do you got time to throw the ball? Or if the options ain't open, you feel what I'm saying, you can get out and run.
Right.
But they not even the way the Bears are set up, his line not even, he can't even set up in a pocket to even look down the field to throw some shit.
Right. And
As
then,
soon
like,
as soon as he get off his drop back, Nick got run because he got somebody coming off
right.
the edge or coming from the interior.
Yeah.
Yep.
But and like I said again, that goes back to coaching as well. You gotta put the players in position to succeed. And that comes
Yeah,
from coaching. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Just like you were saying with the Ravens, the offense, they got weapons for the quarterback. They got a running game, they got some receivers. That lineman was blocked. They had a good offensive line, you know what I mean? And they emphasized his strengths. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that comes with coaching.
Yeah.
So
Coaching and like front office leadership.
right. You gotta get the
Yeah.
right personnel. You gotta get the
Yeah.
right personnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm Justin Fields, I'm probably out of there.
Yeah,
I'm out of there.
I'm feeling a certain type of way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm looking
You know.
at
Just
I'm looking at on team personnel as far as like linemen go. See if I'm gonna be protected in that pocket for at least a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's probably where I would go.
yeah,
But just to like reiterate everything y'all saying, I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't want to play. I wouldn't even want to come back to that. Just to come back to that place, like to that practice facility. I don't want to go through OTAs and all of that stuff. Like, let me go at this draft time. But the Bears right now have 2 first round picks. two top 10 picks. They have the number 1 pick and they have the number 9 pick. Now, what they could potentially do, and I think this would work pretty much like in his favor, because I know, even though I know we got a Raiders fan on here, I think the best place for him to go would be Atlanta, because Atlanta has a top 15 offensive line, like they can block. Then he got Bijan Robinson. Then he has 2 good receivers on the outside. Then he got Kyle Pitts as the tight end. Then they got a pretty good defense on the other side too. They picked some they got some really good guys in the secondary, and they still got Jared I think his name, yeah, Jarrett, on the defensive line. But the whole thing about Justin Fields being in Chicago is that they still hold his future in their hands, because he have a 5th year option that they can give him. And if they were to, like, I don't see it happening, but if they were to keep him and keep him and DJ Moore together, because him and DJ Moore did a lot of good things this past season.
Mm-hmm.
They could definitely trade back and get more things and build around Justin Fields if they really wanted to do it and pick up his 5th year option. But like I'm saying, like pretty much like the other team, Pittsburgh, I feel like that would be a good landing spot for him too, because Mike T is a very good coach. You know, he hasn't had a losing season, and he's been known to, he don't coddle his players, but he's there for his players. And I feel like that would be a good fit for him too, with George Pickens and Washington and Najee Harris and that offensive line. Then that defense, they need to revamp. They got T.J. Watt on the other side and Minka Fitzpatrick. I mean, it's a team full of veteran leadership on that Pittsburgh team. So I feel like that would be a good spot for him. But Atlanta would probably be the ideal spot, because not only is he from Georgia, that team is kind of young, and then he can actually have the team on his side. This will actually be his team, because Chicago, they haven't even given him the C on his jersey. He's not even the captain. So it's like they've been setting him up for failure all this time being in Chicago. They wasted away 4 years of his career. So he needs to go somewhere where he'll be appreciated. And I think Atlanta or Pittsburgh would be the place, other than Oakland.
Yeah, Atlanta probably would be the best, because that potential RPO be nasty.
Yeah, him and Bijan Robinson. Yeah,
that'd be nasty.
Yeah,
that'd be nasty.
But,
I mean,
I ain't gonna
that
lie,
would be...
we got incoming report. Bobo is cooking right now.
Where?
Bobo cooking right now.
What's numbers?
Bobo just hit 2 threes in the clutch. Bobo got 20 points right now.
Okay. All right, Bobo. Now he want
20 points, 20 points, 13 boards. Bobo.
Okay, now he want to play basketball again.
You know that's Shaq man, yeah. That's Shaq's man's.
Yeah.
That's your man. How you know that's his man?
Because he always talking about Bo.
He always caping for him.
Yeah, he always advocating for Bo. But I brought that last topic up just to segue into the not sports topic of the night, which is social media and its impact on us, like as a whole entire thing, and not just sports. Like social media has done a great deal of negative and as well as positive. Like this cast right now, like this is a positive thing. Like doing stuff like this on media and like getting the word out and actually speaking on stuff and actually like educating people, educating the masses in a way. But social media's impact, what do you guys think are like the most important things that we need to like actually as people on social media. Like we're pretty much social media guys. What do you think social media's impact is on like us as the masses? Like, do you think it's negative or do you think it's more positive?
I think
I
an
think
argument
it's
could be. Oh, go ahead, G. My fault.
Go ahead, Drew.
no. Yeah, you go ahead.
All
I
right,
was just
Ty.
about to say. I think an argument it can be made for both sides. As far as like positive and negative, as far as like what you were just saying about this podcast or any podcast in general. Um, there is a community to where you can connect with people that you would never think you would connect with and network or get money with, job opportunities, traveling opportunities, or just making lifelong connections with people that you probably would have never met in person or just being out in your neighborhood. But also too, the negative part of that is, of course, the negative people that you would meet in person are also on social media, but
Yeah,
also um social media gives people this false confidence to where you can kind of just talk to people however you feel necessary in the moment, and that's kind of part of the negative part of it. um and then also too the rise of AI pictures, and now they got videos. I think that now social media low key about to get scary, yo. Because we are all willingly giving everyone access to our voices and faces. So now we they can make an AI video or picture of us doing some crazy shit. And the only way we can fucking refute it is just based off the people that we know in real life, where niggas saying like, nah, yo would never do that. But outside of that, it's like, bro, ain't no distinction between AI and the real shit. So I mean, I don't know. The argument can be made for both.
Go
yeah.
ahead, Drew.
Argument can be made for both.
I just think that it's fucked up. Like it just depends on what you use it for, what you use it to do.
Hmm.
Like if you use it to relieve stress, or you use it to, or you use it to bring negativity. Like that's all. It just all depends on what you use it. But I think in the grand scheme, it has a negative effect because it just like how Ty said, like people can say anything, like, and then it's just like, or people just can lie, and like, and not have repercussions, or it just like it's just weird. Like it's just a bunch of stuff that's just weird.
Yeah, the court of public opinion on social media is strong, even if the opinion is not even remotely true. That shit still fuck some real life shit up.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the old time. I know he don't really be on social media. Like this is his only
Yo, fuck
social
this
media
social
thing that he's
media
on.
shit, man.
Yeah,
Fuck this social media shit.
only I'm on social media if I'm reading like news or something like that. As far as communicating and Facebook and all that stuff, man, Instagram and nah, that's not even in my realm. But as far as just on the outside looking in, man, it's a it's some positives to it. You know what I mean? As far as communicating like things that we doing right now, you know what I mean? But to me it's a whole lot more negative nowadays that's associated with it. You not people putting stuff online, lying about certain things, you know, giving their opinion, about certain things, and you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? A lot of hate, on there. When it comes to some of these young people, when they get influenced by certain things or getting bullied, what I mean? It's too much negative stuff that's going on. I'm sure some positive stuff that's out there, as well. But it seems like to me that all the negative stuff about social media is outweighing all the positive right now. And then you got the companies that are running the media, just running these apps, or these networks, and they're allowing certain individuals to say what they want, and other individuals, they not letting them get their point across. You know what I mean? And if you putting out stuff about hate groups and this stuff like that, that shit is just wrong to me. You know what I mean? So I'm just not, I stay I don't do a whole lot of social media, so
Yeah.
I can't really speak from it, as far as having extreme knowledge about it. Just that the stuff that I witness through a daily everyday routine in life and everything. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on it. I'm the old man, yo. Get off my lawn, yo. Get off my lawn.
Oh, real shit. But yeah, I think
I
it's
would,
like when you consume too much of social media and you really don't have a life in real life, because a lot of this shit that goes around on social media, like if you would just leave your house for a little bit, you would see all that shit be bullshit. And that can be in anything that can come to mind when you say when I mention that. Um Fucking anything. As far, let's say for example, dating or interaction between men and women. Bro, like
Yeah.
most times, I'm guaranteed I have not run into a woman that expected me to pay for everything. No, that shit not real life. That shit not real life. Of course, it can happen, but if you go outside for a little bit, bro, that shit not real. That shit not real. Like most of the women that I look for or that I've dealt with, bro, they just looking for somebody to just like have some type of connection with. They ain't looking for financial gain. That shit is
yeah,
just be a
Yeah.
facade on social media. If you want to take it to sports shit, bro, when you actually go and watch basketball in person, you're not looking at analytics. You just looking at how well can this person put the ball in the basket, or how well this person is stopping this other person from putting the ball in the basket. Niggas not looking at analytics. Okay, bet. Well, damn, he just missed 2 shots. He fucking his field goal percentage up. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Niggas not looking at that. That shit not real.
yeah,
So you feel what I'm saying? It when you get an imbalance of too much social media, I feel like that's when it kind of becomes the negative.
yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. But I gotta kind of agree like with V Will on this one. Like just to like a lot like right now the social media's negativity has outweighed the positive, especially not like in this time right now. Just I'm just saying in this time right now, like 2024. There's a lot of negative takes that have been put out there. They got these lists that go up like what's your ick and what's what's where do I want to go on a first date, and like everybody got their thing, and it's like, but it's none of it is positive. Like
Yeah.
I like to think that what we're doing right now will be considered positive. Like what we're doing right now is considered positive. But like the things that I witnessed, because I watch a lot of this. I watch a lot of it just to get a sense of what was going on. I did a whole lot of watching last night. This in particular, like watching on TikTok. A lot of the things that come up is like a lot of the wars between man and male and female. Like it's a war going on, pretty much like who is out to get who, and it's really getting to a point where it's like we're like pretty much what Ty said. You go outside,
Right.
when you go out in the world, you obviously see that there are actually decent people out here, and that
Yeah, that
and
shit
that
not real.
everybody's not about likes. Not everybody's not about getting comments. No one's about like showing like how much money they got or what kind of car they drive in or what did they get the new Jordans and all that stuff. You know, it's all what we would call like putting on a mask, and a lot of these people think that that's what the deal is, and
Yeah.
that's the main negative that I see. That's why I have to agree with that, like negatively, like a lot of this stuff. Then you got to think about like when it comes to this social media thing, like when we put stuff out there on the internet and it goes and it doesn't go away. Number one, it doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is
That digital
stored
footprint.
away and stored away. Then you gotta think about the next generation coming up. When they go to start looking for stuff and then they start looking like just say that we become syndicated and we be coming on TV and then we are but back in the day we was doing all kind of crazy stuff on social media and your child goes back and sees that and you be like maybe like dad or mom in whatever instance this you doing this I didn't know that you
Nah,
did this
to be
and then
honest,
you
I ain't gonna lie.
embarrassed.
The world, social media really fucked up because there's a lot of moms just like porn stars or just regular people, just who just weird. Like the internet just made it where you can just do anything. Like so, like people sell feet pictures, dumb pictures, nose pictures. It's just like it just made the world like cool for weirdos, like more like freaky, like more rapey, Jeffrey Dahmer type people can have an opinion on stuff. So that's what I feel like
Cause
social media opened the
now we
door for.
all in the same space, whereas
Yeah,
in real
like
niggas is suppressing that shit. But now on the media, it's like
what is
we
just
all in
dangerous.
the same conversation.
Like people really can just like from social media can just get your old IP address, find everything about you, like really look at everything about you. Like nah, fuck him, I'm just leave him alone. But like nigga really just could have just ruined your whole life for real. Like the world is just fucked up right now, all from the internet
Yeah, but I
and
mean,
social
we
media.
kind of opt in to give that information away a little bit.
Yeah,
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 But
yeah.
back to that gender war
But
shit, I don't even participate in that shit because I like companionship and I'm gonna cater to my girl. Fuck that. Like I need a partner, dummy.
man,
Like I fuck what y'all talking about. I need a woman, dummy. Fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all
hey
niggas
Al,
tripping.
man, you back, yo?
Well, your audio still fucked up.
you got to unmute your mic. You got you got probably come out, come back in.
Yeah, leave and come back, yo.
Yeah, good. We gotta get your take on this, man. But
Yeah, fuck that gender war shit. I need a woman.
just to get back to that, because I mentioned that because it was a question I was coming to. You know, on social media, pretty much, you can pretty much say what you want, and you got people that have actual platforms that they use to bash each other, to bash the opposite sex, and that's why I say it's like the negative right now is definitely outweighing the positive, and it's really getting to a point where it's like, who are you, like,
Facts.
but now that we got Al back, what you got to say about this social media impact?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All right, better say less. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. There's some people that use this shit to the right advantage, and there's some that don't. And there's some that get carried away, and there's some that create a stereotype for this shit. So that single-handedly put everybody in the same category that's trying to do a podcast, that's trying to do a confession, a little verses, a little this and that and the third for real. And also showcasing whatever you got to prove. Also, not just to prove, just to see what everybody gonna be feeling it. You feel me? So it's like, at the end of the day, this shit is a hustle on the legal tip as well, 24/7. You can make this shit out of anything. You feel me? So it's like, as far as relationships, social media got that shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's over with. So
That shit not real, bro.
it's over with. Yo, you gotta just like me and Reek, we just had a conversation. Like you gotta. It's gonna be tough looking for something real right now. It's a lot of OnlyFans shit going on, fellas. You just gotta just be careful out here, man. You feel me?
Yo,
Just
yeah,
be
what's
He
like,
careful.
ain't
yo,
lying.
yo, what about
He ain't
that
lying, man. He ain't lying.
Hey, yo,
Yo, what
that
about
Drake boy, that
catfish
Drake
shit?
boy, he was like,
What about that catfish shit? Niggas being catfish.
Oh,
Yo, that shit.
yeah, that catfish
Yeah,
shit real.
yo,
That
catfish,
shit real. That
catfish.
shit real. That
Yo,
shit real.
yeah, you know what? That shit just crazy to me, yo.
yo, the world's sick. Yo, this shit
Yo,
going.
you know, you perpetrating a whole nother personality, a whole nother person, and you
Yeah.
don't even exist, yo. And niggas going for
Some
that shit.
people like that need to go to jail.
Yo, that shit. Niggas be going for that shit though, yo. That shit be crazy.
People on the internet,
But
if you need
but
people,
again,
that's what they
yo,
need
you
to. They need to
protect
start lying.
yourself
If you
from that
start
by
doing
going
stupid shit on the
outside,
internet,
bro.
like go to jail.
Yeah.
It be a bunch of people who be going on Facebook and doing a bunch of shit. Like niggas, that's why niggas go to
Yo, and
jail. Like niggas be geek.
you know, like
Like
I say, I'm
like
an
why I
older
need
cat.
social? Like why I need social? Like all why I
Right,
need social gotta
you
do
know,
is
I'm
hop
an
on
older cat,
YouTube,
yo.
go
I'm not
live,
putting all my
go be
business
doing
out there for
fentanyl and
everybody to see, yo. Why you gonna put all your business out there for everybody to see, yo?
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
only show
mean?
y'all what y'all want y'all to see.
You know, that's crazy. Like, you know, like say, you know, for instance, yo,
shout
you
out
know,
one of
you
these
putting out there,
social.
yo, I'm going on vacation, yo. I'll be gone for like a week. Yo, niggas be like, yo, I'm going to your crib and taking all your shit, yo. Why you going? You know, you making announcements, you know,
Yeah,
about,
cause niggas
you
know
know, I
what
mean,
block you live on now. You know you
just something
block
as
you live
simple
on,
as
and you
that,
about to be
yo.
gone for the week.
Yeah, you know, and you know, or like, you know, you posting everything that you do, yo. I'm just waking up in the morning. I'm going to take a shower, yo. I hit you. I'll get back with you when I finna get out the shower. Yo, just crazy. You know, everybody don't need to know what you doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody don't they need to know your
that
business, yo. And that's
comes to
when
it.
when it comes to that Facebook and all that stuff, yo. That's pretty much how I look at it, yo. You putting your business in the street, yo.
Hmm.
You know, for everybody to know what you doing or know about you, yo. You don't need everybody to know
Yeah,
about you. Only like, you know, like you say, like if you got a girl or you know, a lady in your life or whatever the case may be, you know, y'all don't keep no secrets, but you know, and some of your friends, your close friends or whatever the case may be, you know certain things about you, but you don't want the whole world to know everything about you. You know, at least I don't.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
a
I mean?
fact. And I
yeah,
would like to continue this conversation. We need to get somebody else on the pod that is like on social media a lot, just
Yeah,
to hear the flip side of it, because
right.
we all in the consensus here of, you feel what I'm saying, we kind of operate social
yeah,
media under the same way. It may be a few differences, but essentially it's the same shit. So I would like to hear from somebody who opposes our opinion. So I think we could definitely have this conversation again on
Yeah,
another pod for
yeah,
sure. For
yeah, no
sure.
doubt,
So
yeah.
no
find
doubt.
For
somebody
let's
that's
just say that for future. But just to piggyback off of what V just said. Everybody, I know everybody remember
Have mercy.
PNB Rock. Remember what happened with PNB Rock? You know, like he was posting where he was at. That's how they ended up finding where he was at, and that's how they killed him. You know, it's kind of it gotta. That's what he talking about pretty much. Like, why are you posting where you at and all that? You know, you got people out here that's gunning for you. You might not even know that like somebody around the corner at that same shop that you said that you at, and you posting that you there, and somebody and they waiting for you, and that's what happened to
hmm
PNB. Isn't it? Like it's sad, you know. It's sad that something like that has to like something like that happens, and people still don't take heed to the fact that sharing your every move is not something that you should be doing on here. You shouldn't be doing
yeah.
that.
If you're
But
gonna share the location, wait till you gone already.
yeah, like posted like yeah, I was here type shit. Like not I'm here right now and go live. That's crazy. It's crazy. But I feel like we had like Ty said. I think we had a consensus right now. I think that we should definitely pick this up on a different episode. But there's a question that we were throwing around during our pre-production meeting. The 2017 Warriors versus that 2004 Pistons team. Who would win and why? Let's go with Ty because he brought it up.
I got the 2017 Warriors by a long shot. It wouldn't even be fair. Um, because if if we're just taking exactly how each team played, the Pistons wouldn't be prepared because they never had to play a team as active on offense. But then also you add in the fact of you got three of the greatest shooters ever on the same side of the ball. It gets extremely tricky because if you try to stop KD, well, you got Stephen Clay on the other side, or vice versa. It's always something. And then on the defensive side, they were the best defensive team, you feel me, in that season when they got KD. So I don't think it would be fair. And you would have to ask yourself, like, okay, um, even if the Warriors don't match up defensively to the Pistons, can they keep up offensively as far as scoring goes? And I think that answer is no. So yeah, it wouldn't be fair. It would not be fair.
And we talking about 1 game or a 7 game series.
7 game series.
7 game series.
See that it would. I think as far as the players on that were on that Detroit team, they might not have the offensive firepower that. Well, no team had the offensive firepower of that team that I can think of. But as far as defending those guys, they not gonna get all those open shots that they was getting. They get nowadays because you got Billups, Rip Hamilton, and Chauncey Billups. Just them three right there.
Tayshaun
So
Prince.
yeah, I mean I ain't even get to him yet. So they gonna play. So you got Chauncey Billups probably playing Steph. All right. So then you got Rip Hamilton probably playing Clay. Okay. And then you probably putting Tayshaun Prince on KD. All right. So they not going to be getting off all those shots like they normally do. All right.
But I think the thing that you're missing is, we're playing off ball, so we're not playing ISO.
I understand that,
That
but they
offense was set up to run around the court and keep the ball moving.
right. But I think in a
That
7 game
individual
series,
matchup shit kinda don't even matter.
right? But in a 7 game series, you make adjustments. Now they gonna be the Golden State gonna be running that offense that they've been running the whole time, and the Pistons gonna be running their things. So now once we play that first game or that second game, we gonna make certain adjustments. You know, like if they spreading the court, they running off of screens of somebody instead of somebody trying to keep sticking with them or fight through that screen. That guy that's trying to get screened, he gonna go defend that player now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not gonna be
Back cut.
it's not gonna be, like I said, it's not gonna be a lot of those open shots, even though their off against is predicated on movement, screens and stuff like that. It's gonna be harder to do that against that particular team. Now, Golden State might still come out on top. They still might come up on top, but it ain't gonna be no cakewalk. They gonna have to earn it against that particular squad. Because then you talk about playing with pride. You know what I mean? When it comes to that, I'm not just letting these niggas get buckets on me. I'm not. That's just not gonna happen. Not with the mentality of that Detroit team. You got a guy like Ben Wallace. You know what I mean? And then you got Rashid out there as well. You know what I mean? Now the Warriors got to defend them as well. They gotta play defense as well. So, like I said, I don't think it's just gonna be no cakewalk. The Warriors might come out on top, when it's all said and done, but they gonna have to earn that shit. They ain't gonna have to earn that shit, in my opinion. In my opinion.
What you got, Drew?
I think the Pistons could beat them in the 7 game series, but just one game, the Warriors.
Why you think they can beat them in a 7 game series?
What about you,
Because
Big Jew?
they'll figure it out. They'll figure out the recipe. And then the Warriors ain't never faced nobody like that dog, and they kind of match up with them because they got Chauncey Billups, Rick Hamilton, Tayshaun, Rasheed, and Ben Wallace, and they kind of get nasty for real. And they shoot threes. Rick Hamilton going to cook play. Like Tayshaun going to be able to switch. He gonna be able to guard, switch. It's gonna be get crazy. If they just match up good, I just think it'll be a good matchup. But the Warriors could beat them though. But I think that the Pistons is like a solid matchup for them.
I don't think it'll come down to individual because of how the Warriors' offenses run. I don't think it's going to come down to individual matchups. The ball is too fluid. It's similar to how the Spurs used to play
Right.
in the 2010s. That ball was always
Pistons
moving.
used to beat the shit out them.
Yo,
Are you
plus,
talking about the
but
2010 in the 2010s?
right, but Ty,
Yeah, he used to beat the shit out of the Spurs.
when you mentioned the Warriors as far as them being a good defensive team, they played team defense. They only had maybe two
Exactly.
guys that played real good individual defense, and that was Klay Thompson and Draymond. The rest of those dudes didn't play real good individual defense. And the Pistons, they do both. They play individual defense and they play team defense as well. You know what I mean? So that's going, like I said, it's going to be a series of adjustments. Like I said, the Warriors could very well come up on top. But I'm saying that Pistons team is going to make adjustments, and it's not going to just boil down to individual matchups. I don't think it's going to boil down
Yeah,
who can
no.
play the better team defense and who can score when they had to score. You know what I mean?
But the
To right now,
volume,
the NBA, to me, they don't play no defense in the NBA. They play defense on certain possessions. They can stop you, but overall, because there's too many open shots in the NBA. It's too many open shots. You know what I mean?
But
so
So
he's
that's because people is open though, because they
right,
can't. They gotta live with that. You gotta live with certain stuff.
right. But I'm just saying it's not a lot of defense is not like emphasized like it
Hold
was
on.
back then.
he said they
To
won't be
me,
going through those screens. The splash shows will get tired
right?
to get
But like I
to get
said,
up in threes. Nah.
Told you. Told you. They going to
Yo,
outdog them, bro.
that team
Rick
was
Hamilton
built
don't stop
for
moving off the
cardio,
ball
bro.
neither. Rick Hamilton,
That
Chauncey
team is
Billups, they
all
don't stop
cardio.
moving off ball neither.
yeah, Rip Hamilton, he moved a lot off ball as well.
They
Who else
off
they
ball
got
niggas
moving off
too.
ball?
And who gonna be on Rick Hamilton? What they
Again,
gonna do
it's
when
team defense.
Steph
Shell
gets switched?
drill.
Steph Steph gonna be the liability. Steph the liability. They gonna pick Steph apart. Steph
Again,
gonna
it's
get cooked
team.
by
It's the
Chauncey and
team
Rip
defense.
Hamilton.
It's the
Mm-mm.
team, bro.
It ain't gonna be the same.
It's team defense. It's not, and it's not going to be individual. That's not how the game is
And
played.
bro,
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's not
saying.
how the
It's
the
game is
same way,
They
played,
gonna
bro.
put
It's
Clay
bro.
not
on
going
If
to
him.
the
be fair.
Rockets damn near almost beat them, the Pistons can beat them, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, cause
But
it's
again,
like,
you said damn near they didn't though.
but they put up points though. So I'm saying the Pistons got a way better
But
team than
again,
them,
yo, but the
and they got
Rockets
way better
was
backcourt.
built to put up points.
They got a way more
Appreciate
reliable
the
backcourt,
comments, man.
consistent backcourt.
The Rockets
Like
was
if
built
Chris,
to put up
we
points.
don't, you don't know Chris Paul didn't show up, and Chris Paul show up, they win. I'm pretty sure if Chauncey Billups and Rick Hamilton show up,
Yeah, like I said,
The Rockets
it's gonna be a
was
tough series. It's
built
not gonna
to
be.
put up points. That's why they had a fighting chance.
Yeah,
The
it's not
Pistons
gonna
not
be.
was
and
not
those
built
two
to
players
put
gonna
up
put up points.
points.
Then you still got Tayshaun, and you still got Rasheed. And the Ben Wallace going straight. They don't got no big man. Big
It's
Wallace
not
going to eat.
needed.
Big
Again,
Ben
it's team
Wallace destroyed
defense.
Shaq. The Ben Wallace got with Shaq. and able to fight with Shaq. Like who the
No,
fuck? You think you're
it's
not going to
not
destroy Bogut
individual. Yo,
or
niggas
who?
not gonna get left
But it's
on the
not
island
about
no more.
they dominating the best. They
Yeah.
dominated one of the best teams ever who won the three-peat. The only other team to go in the three-peat. They dominated them. And they had Carmelo and Gary Payton. They dominated one of the best teams ever.
Yeah, but
They dominate players. So like
yeah,
I'm just saying, like when they
they
match up,
definitely
it
beat
do
they.
individual matchups do matter because mismatches, players can't guard you, especially during that time. They took advantage of that. They during that time they ran the same play multiple times, and that's why the Warriors was good. That Warriors team was good. They ran that flex offense so much, so many down screens. That's why they was always really good. They ran the same play multiple times. They got this going to be a good matchup. So the individual matchups do play a part. Because
But
Iguodala, when he
again,
come in,
you
he too little
stop.
on Rasheed. They gonna take
You
the Rasheed
but
is a
again,
good ass player. Like you
you
get what
take
I'm saying? Like
away you take
Rasheed
away
gonna cook
player
his
Kate,
low
you got
ass.
another one of them shooters open.
Sean Livingston on Rasheed playing the four. That low ass lineup the Warriors be doing, they gonna get
You got
cooked.
somebody on the backside help. What we
No,
doing?
who is the backside help? Name this center.
Kate, you act like KD ain't what
Let
KD averaged like
Kevin
2
Hart
blocks
Looney.
this season.
Kevin Hart Looney. Kevin Hart Looney.
We got
They
a
got
big man
Kevin.
on the back help. Like what we
They
doing?
going
You
they
act like
going to
KD
cook them.
damn
But
near
I'm
lead
saying
the
they going to
league
cook.
in blocks.
Rasheed
It's
Wallace
clean
was a
defense,
solid
yo.
postman. Rasheed Wallace was a solid postman. Like if you put a low and like somebody who can't just stop Rasheed Wallace, he's gonna fuck you up. Like you get what I'm saying? So Rasheed Wallace, whoever the fuck he's gonna cook.
Yo, but like,
Then
but
Steph
see,
is cooked. They gonna
it's the
get busy.
mix.
They gonna
It's
fuck around, beat the Warriors.
right.
I'm
It's
telling
pros
you.
and cons on both sides. It's pros and cons on both sides. You
But
know
I'm
what I
saying the
mean?
Pistons got more pros
Yo,
than less cons.
no, I say the only, like I said, you gotta stop. Well, that goes for any team, but you gotta stop Golden State from getting buckets. You gotta stop. You gotta hold them to a certain amount of points. If they can do that, slow down that offense, if they don't get a certain amount of points or get a certain amount of shots off or a certain amount of threes, or if they not making those threes, then you know
They live for
Detroit can
that
win.
type of stuff. That's what they used
But
to beat the
even
shit up
then,
the
I
Spurs.
feel like,
They
yo,
like all
if
that
you
dumbass
play the
off ball
Warriors,
shit.
you gotta
They're a
be perfect
communicating
because of
team.
their personnel.
Yeah, like I said,
They one of
Because
the
of
only
because of
perfect.
the
They beat Shaq. They had to be perfect. That's what I'm
yo,
saying. They one of the.
it's an
That's like the
intriguing
perfect
matchup,
matchup
man.
for them.
It's an
but the
intriguing
Like them
level
matchup.
in
of
between. I
perfection
like
is
this
different
matchup
because
for
now
the
you gotta
Warriors
be
team
perfect with
other
guarding
than
the
the
three, not
70-10
the
Bulls.
post.
They can
Say
guard the
again.
three. I said
It's
I like this matchup better than the 72-10 Bulls for the Warriors to beat them because they used to beat the shit out the Spurs, all that off ball shit. They used to beat the shit out the Suns, all that three shit. They used to beat the shit out them teams. The
But
Pistons
again,
was really like
they
that.
didn't have
They was really live for that because I'm
the
saying
game is
they really
different.
live for that because it's so easier to counter that because you know he all right they setting off ball they know he coming off this way what he going juke and they got a juke. Chauncey Billups a big tough big guy. Tayshaun Prince a dog like almost 6'10". Rasheed Watt and they still had a tough bench.
But again,
The
you got to
Warriors got a
worry
better
about
bench
that
too.
person
Okay.
rolling off of the screen and diving to the basket. And if they do get the ball, they got an
They
outlet
they
to
they
Steph,
got all
Clay, or
that.
KD.
Let's just pose this
They
question.
got all that.
We're gonna
yo,
pose this question, y'all.
They got all that. And they
Like
got Tayshaun Prince
you're
on
going to
KD.
fuck up in a rotation. Like somewhere you're
No,
going to
they
fuck up in a
how? How they gonna
rotation
fuck up in a rotation? You got bum
you
ass
because
Kevin
you stay
Looney who don't
Uh,
close.
take
but
who don't
that's
take no shots,
everything that's
who barely take wide open dunks. So how are they gonna fuck up a rotation? Name they big man. Who they big
Yo,
man? Who gonna stop Rasheed Wallace? Who
If
gonna stop
Draymond
Ben
is setting
Wallace?
the off ball screen
He
and you
too
get
little.
him
He too
diving to the
little. He too
basket,
little.
he
He too
can.
little.
All right, yo. All right, yo. All right, y'all. All right, yo.
Draymond too little.
We could argue
I'm
this
not
all
even
night
talking
long.
about
Draymond
his
too
We
size.
little.
can
I'm talking
argue
about
this
his
all night
passing
long.
ability off the fact that he got
It's
that
gonna be
back
an
cut
intriguing
and he
matchup.
open.
Hey,
yeah,
that's
man.
Even
not
if
the
you
back
do,
cut. Not gonna be open. That's what I'm
even if
trying
you
to
do
say.
rotate well, you
Listen,
got
hold up,
Clay in the
hold up,
fucking
hold up.
corner.
I
They
feel
gonna be
both of
on
Hey,
y'all.
that. That's what I'm
hey,
trying to
hey,
say.
No,
I
they
feel
not.
both
Yo,
of
you
okay,
y'all.
cannot move
okay.
faster than the
We get it.
ball.
We get
All
it.
right,
We get it. We get
Well,
it. Yeah,
all right.
we get
how
it.
they gonna be
Now,
open?
but,
You think so? They just
What you
gonna leave him open?
mean? If a nigga is coming off the backside
okay,
help, the nigga in
okay.
the corner is gonna be open.
Yo,
Yeah,
Who's setting
yo,
the
we
screen? Who's
we
setting the screen?
Y'all
I
both
just
making
said
good points,
if
man.
Draymond is setting the
Y'all both
off-ball
making great
screen
points.
So
and they
Drake,
play that screen well and he
so
goes to
Rasheed
the
Wallace can't
basket,
get over
if the
Draymond's
ball
screen.
gets to Draymond and they come off the backside help, somebody's open.
So
And that
Rasheed
somebody is
Wallace,
probably going to
so
be
Rasheed
KD and
Wallace,
Steph. I mean,
so they
not
so
KD and Steph.
the
One of them
Detroit
niggas is
Pistons
going to be open.
can't not smart enough to counter that defense and figure
Yes,
that out.
but again, you're gonna fuck up the rotation along me moving the ball.
How
You're gonna fuck up the rotation. Even
how
if you play that corner well, I just gotta pass one more time. Keep passing the fucking ball.
how can the rotation fuck
You
up if
cannot
the
rotate
Pistons is one of
faster
the
than a
best defensive
ball,
teams?
bro. You
How
cannot rotate
you
faster
just
than a ball, bro.
bro? Oh, that's
Yo,
obvious. But what I'm saying,
Yo,
you saying like that's gonna happen every play.
It's not gonna happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen every play. That's not what I'm saying.
yo,
So what
what
happens when they take away? So what happens when they take away Steph and they take away KD
They're
and they
not
make
taking
Clay beat you
KD.
and Clay
Taking away no fucking
Clay
KD. Are
can't.
you crazy?
How? Rick Tayshaun Prince is
They
a solid defender.
not
All right,
taking
bet
away
you. It's
KD,
just
yo.
KD. They just KD. They take away Steph. They take away Clay. What they gonna do then?
But even then, them two players are still gonna hit
Draymond and
big
KD gonna
shots
beat
down
you?
the stretch.
Draymond and
But you
KD
act
gonna
like
beat
they
you?
not gonna hit big shots down the stretch. KD can
Draymond and KD
absolutely
gonna
keep you in the game.
Draymond and KD gonna beat you?
yo,
hey
look,
man,
it's like, look,
y'all both making
let's
good
hold up
points,
for a
man.
second, yo. Hold up for a second, yo. It's like this. Yo, Ty make good points about the Warriors. And he feel as though that team is gonna beat Detroit. You making good points about Detroit. You feel as though that team is gonna beat the Warriors. Yo, that's not gonna change. No matter what you say or what Ty say,
Y'all acting
it's
like
not
this is
gonna
serious,
change, yo.
bro.
So
This is
just
just
leave
two
it at
people
that.
that's
This
making
is all
y'all messing up
love,
the,
yo.
bro. This
Yo, just
the
leave
views
it at
was
that,
going
yo.
up. Y'all niggas to talk about social media repeating the same thing
Yo,
over for 40 minutes. I done put a box in like 4 times. We get the fire content. Niggas thinking we ready to go to. You thinking the show ready to be over? Y'all
no.
thinking we
No,
ready?
yo, I'm
Think I'm
just
ready to be like,
saying,
no,
yo, yo,
fuck you. I'm right.
yo.
No, niggas just said
No,
no.
I'm not
Niggas
saying
just
that,
said
yo.
they just
Nah,
going
niggas just
at
get
it.
passionate a
That
little
nigga
bit,
just
yo. That's
No,
all,
cooking.
what
Nigga
yo.
I'm
just
saying is,
cooking.
yo,
We just
Yeah,
cooking.
niggas just
Y'all
get
thinking
nothing,
like
passionate a
nothing,
little
niggas
bit,
like,
nothing
yo.
oh
you
no,
I
we
say,
was
trying
just saying,
to.
yo, nothing you say is going to change
y'all
Ty
got it,
mind,
yeah.
and
Y'all
nothing
We
got it.
Ty
already
say is
know.
going to
We
change
Y'all got
your
already
it.
know
mind,
that
yo.
though. But it's just
It's
getting
just
the. We
passion,
just
yo.
still.
It's
We still
passion,
niggas
man.
still had more counters. It was just who had the. It was going to keep going to
Yo, it
who ain't
don't,
who
yo,
got
you can
nothing else
count,
to
y'all
say.
can counter
Who
all
got no
night,
more
yo. That
counters.
shit ain't, it
No,
ain't going to
we
change.
couldn't. Nobody was going to keep counting. It's not that much more to
Yo,
say. We was getting to the end of it.
you were going to keep countering.
No, I wasn't. I got more to
Yo,
say. I'm just saying.
yo,
It's not.
you doing it now, yo. You doing it now.
Exactly.
No, because
Exactly.
y'all
Yo,
trying
and just
talk
let
about
me
I
have
no
the
was
move
trying
last
to get
on.
a
word, yo.
question in, man.
Yo,
I
I'm the
was trying to
oldest
get a
nigga on
question
I'm the
in. That's
oldest
all
nigga
I
on
was
the
trying to do.
podcast. Yo, let me have the last word, yo.
Oh, jeez, I ain't say
Yo,
nothing. I ain't say nothing.
Our
When
respect
it's
for the
going
OG,
down,
yo. Let me
when
have
it's
the
going
last word,
down,
yo.
and it's popping.
all
Can I
right.
have the last word, yo?
I
Niggas
bow
like
out. Y'all got it, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get your shit off, man. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Yo, I love both y'all brothers, man. I love both y'all brothers, man. I love both
oh
Hey,
y'all
no.
brothers.
I was
You know
just
what I'm
trying to get
saying?
a
Love,
question
yo.
into you guys because
No, we don't want to hear that
I
shit,
was trying to.
Marcus. We don't want to hear shit,
I
Marcus.
get it. I get what I was getting both of their arguments, and the question posed. It was just a question like
yo,
you
you
said
supposed
that Golden State gonna win, and you say Pistons gonna win. How many games is it gonna take?
you supposed to be
It
the
might take
moderator. You supposed
7.
to bring broke that shit up, yo.
Oh, shit, my
Might
shit
have been
ready to
7.
die.
Like
They
it's
were
gonna be
just they
7. 7-6.
What?
I say, I
Somebody
say,
either
7 or 6 games.
I say 4 or 5.
figure it out. Somebody figure it out, or like it go to 7.
So it's gonna go to 7 games, and Detroit gonna pull it out. That's what you say.
Honestly,
I say 4 or
I
5.
think 6. No, I say 6 or 5.
So it's gonna go to 6 games, and Detroit gonna win.
Yeah,
All
6 or 5.
right,
Yeah,
Ty,
somebody
how
gonna
many
figure it
games you
out.
think it's gonna go, Ty?
I say 4 or 5.
So it's gonna be 4 games to 1.
Yeah,
You
4 or
think you
5.
think Detroit
It's
only
either
gonna
going to
win
be a
one
sweep
game?
or a gentleman sweep.
Say it again.
It's either going to be a straight up sweep or a gentleman's sweep.
Okay. All right.
And
Okay.
Golden State's way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I think it's more like a 6-game series.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm not mad at it going to 6. I still got it going the Warriors' way though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not mad at any of the arguments, and I'm not mad at it going to 7. But I still think if it go, I ain't gonna front. If it goes to 7, the Pistons might fuck around and get that shit.
No.
Pistons might fuck around.
It depends on who got the home court too. Depends on who got the
Yeah.
home, where that game 7 getting played at.
Yeah.
You know,
But I
But
would.
it's-
Let's get into
if
the.
we're-
Let's
Yeah,
get
fuck
into
that. Fuck that boxing. Go ahead. Get your shit up on the bottom.
Yo, we
let's
gonna
go
be on
before
here.
that.
We gonna be on
Go
here for 2
ahead,
hours.
go ahead,
Yo.
Jude.
Probably after the.
Go ahead, Jude.
Probably after the.
Go ahead,
Roosters.
Jude.
Shit. Nigga, you talking about go ahead? You gotta introduce the top. This nigga.
Yo, I see. What's the comments at the bottom?
You supposed to.
I can't read that shit. Yo.
We supposed to talk about the boxing. We supposed to bring up the. You supposed to say the boxing fights. Then you supposed to say go ahead.
Yo, what the comments on the bottom say?
It
This
say
one that's
no.
here right now.
All
It
right,
say
all right,
The one that's
well, the first they was talking about the Pistons.
yeah. That's when we
That's
was
the
talking
one
about the
about
Pistons.
the Golden State
Okay.
and Pistons.
Yeah.
They said that person said that they
Yeah.
But like I said, let's segue into boxing. We have a potential fight for Tank Davis and Frank Martin. They're working on fight in the works for the lightweight title fight. It's a lightweight title fight, WBC. I myself have not seen Frank Martin fight, so I don't know what he brings to this fight,
Right.
because I know it's always a cliche they like to say, like, styles make fights. But just knowing Tank Davis for what he's known for and what he stands for, it's going to be one of those, like, he's going to figure him out. Whoever it is, he's probably going to figure him out. And he's like, when it comes to like all the fights that, like, especially the last 3 fights, it's like he's gotten better and better and better. And he's getting way better with his defense. He's not taking a lot of hits.
Right.
And he's knocking he's knocked a lot of these guys out. And I don't know if Frank stands a chance or not, but that's one of the fights that's coming up. And they said that they were saying like it was probably gonna be like spring or early summer. But what do you guys think about that fight potentially happening?
I'm like you, I don't really know too much about this kid, Frank Martin. All I know is, Tank is one of the best that ever do it right now. Pound for pound. He's in the top 2, I think, as far as pound for pound, as far as boxers right now. But he's had a long layoff, so we don't know how much ring rust he gonna have, whoever he fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the next fight he has, the opponent is not gonna be that tough an opponent that he can't get by, because they're not gonna throw him. This being his first fight in what almost a year, something like that. They're not gonna throw him out there with somebody that, a real tough cookie. They're gonna put him out there with somebody that can fight. Which is all most of the time all the guys that's out there, they can at least fight. But I don't think it's gonna be no potential where this kid can beat him. You know what I mean?
No, that's not. I don't think that's true because, like, he was supposed to fight Ryan. He's supposed to fight Conor Ben. He had big fights lined up. So, like, nobody, like, the people wouldn't
Yeah,
not
that
be
was prior to him
excited if
getting.
it wasn't.
That was prior to
Yeah,
him
but
getting
no,
locked up.
you can't not make the fight happen with certain fighters. Then take a bump fight. People wouldn't even be excited. Like, this is a big fight. Like, Tank the only fighter who fight undefeated fighters.
I'm
It
just
just
saying.
it's just boxing not going on. Like, this is like he is a very he's like he's like number 2, number 1 in the in multiple different WBA and WBO. Like so, he's very solid. He not no bum opponent. It's not no mega fight
Yo, I'm not.
Ryan Garcia, but he's a great contender.
I'm not. I just said, yo, I'm
He
saying
can
this
beat Tank.
kid.
He can beat Tank.
I
Because
don't know about that, yo.
there's
I don't
actual
know about
rumors
that.
there's actual rumors that he hurt Tank in sparring. That's why it's such a big fight.
Yo, here we go with social media again, yo.
I
Can't
mean, but
believe
they
all
had
that
got
shit, yo.
I mean, there's multiple boxers who confirmed that, and there's multiple interviews.
Yo.
Even Tank can say he confirmed. So that's what's
Tank
kind of
said
making it a big thing.
Tank said this kid hurt him in sparring. He said that out of his mouth.
Yes, he said he learned the shot.
Okay, that's
He said the same. He
okay.
said the same thing about Devin Haney.
Anybody,
He don't be lying. He tell the truth.
yo,
It's
it's
not no. It's not
boxing.
no lesser. It's not no
It's
lesser opponent.
boxing.
It's like
You gonna get hit. It's boxing. You gonna get hit.
But I think with Julius,
nah. But
what you was saying is
I'm
more
just
of like he ain't no slouch.
Yo, I'm not
we're
saying
not.
the kid is slouch, but I'm not saying you're not putting him in with no.
No, but you. All I'm saying is you. I'm saying you. He kind of is when you say he can't. He fighting. They won't put him in there. Nobody that got potential to beat him. This person
Yo,
got potential to beat him.
you know what? You're absolutely right. Anytime you step in the ring, it's a potential for you to get your ass whipped.
Only need one.
Dependent, I don't care who it is. If they land that one blow, then your ass might, they might put your ass to sleep. But what I'm saying is, for him being on that long of a layoff, it's not. I don't think it would be smart for him or his people to put him in there with somebody that's really dangerous of him losing. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Now this kid he might be good. He might be good. Since they putting him in there, I'm sure he's a contender. He could be at least in the top 10, I would think, as far as contenders for that weight class or for the belt, or he wouldn't even be fighting. So if you're in the top 10, that means you can fight for the most part. So we gonna see. We gonna see.
But I mean, don't typically take like a little bit of time off, like upwards to like 8 months, typically 8 months to a year in between
Yo,
fights.
Yeah,
I think what,
and there's no
yeah,
rehydration clause neither this fight. So he's not ducking nothing. So he kind of putting himself at more risk.
all right. Well, we gonna when if the fight comes to fruition, we gonna see how it ends up. We
yo,
gonna
I
see
got a
how it
question
ends up.
about the. I'm sorry if I'm taking it off topic here, but yo, I'm not really familiar with boxing for real. But why are people speak? Why is there so much commotion behind the rehydration clause? And specifically, we heard that with that Ryan and Tank fight that um,
because
like
because
what's
you
up with
have
that? I don't get
I
it.
think in the case of that particular fight, when you outweigh somebody like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's a potential for you to have an advantage because you
Mm-hmm.
got more weight and apparently you can enhance your strength as well. If say they both, if that kid is like 15 pounds heavier than Tank is in the ring, that's an
Mm-hmm.
advantage for him or for any fighter if they 15 pounds heavier than the dude that they're fighting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's an advantage. You know what I mean?
But so
It's basically
essentially, the
like it's basically
rehydration
just
clause is trying to level the playing field.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
But
just
they
basically
don't
make sure
all
you stay on the same weight,
right. But
and you're
that's
not doing
not that
drugs.
clause is not always put in. You know what I mean? For that particular fight, it was put in for whatever reason they put it in there. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But this fight that he's probably coming up, get ready to fight now, it probably that clause probably won't be in because this guy
Mm-hmm.
might be a smaller guy. But I think that guy he was bigger than Tank anyway. You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
for him to go up, put on even more weight when he was already the bigger fighter, that's an advantage for him. That's an
But
advantage.
from my minimal understanding of it, it's like, aren't you fighting out of your weight class at that point if you show up to the fight 20 pounds heavier than the weight class we're supposed to be fighting in? Isn't that being
No,
out of class?
no. Long as you make that weight the day before the fight, then you
Mm-hmm.
good. If you don't make that weight,
Unless they make it like old school when they do the same day weigh in.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But long as before that bell ring and you make whatever the weight limit is, and you make that, you at that weight limit or you below it, then you good. So anything that happens afterwards, that's what happened. Because you losing weight like the whole time you cutting weight. And all that weight that you cutting, you regaining it. You're gonna regain that stuff depending on how much, how much weight you have to cut and so on and so forth. And that sometimes that drains a fighter as well. If you gotta cut all that weight right before the fight, that drains you. Like your man when Spence fought Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? He had to drain that weight as well, so that could have, disadvantaged, but Crawford was he just special. You know what I mean? I don't think it would have mattered, in that situation, how much weight he lost or gained or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they both wasn't 147 when they got in the ring. You know what I mean? So it depends. It depends on the fight. And Tyke is a smart dude. He been mentored by Floyd. And Floyd take, every advantage that he can get before he be getting that ring, he's going to take advantage of. That's the type of mentality that Tank is on. You know what I mean? So, cause he's hand picking his opponents. Ain't nobody picking opponents for Tank. He's picking them. Same thing with Floyd. He's picking the guys that he wants to fight. You know what I mean? So, like I say, we gonna see. We gonna see once that bell ring and they step in the ring, that's when all bets are off. You know what I mean? Because it's only them two inside of there and the referee. So
yeah.
So that's that. That's mano when you in that ring, that boxing shit. That shit ain't no joke right there.
It only take one punch. I do know that. It only take one.
Yeah, that shit is no joke.
It only take one. If you don't see that bitch coming, anybody can go down.
Right. And you can't put the average nigga in a boxing ring, yo. He get his motherfucking block knocked off and shit.
It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. Niggas leave that ring with a fucking concussion.
Yeah, yo. And you got, just imagine, somebody pounding. Now you getting hit. You know what I mean? The name of the game.
Even through your blocks, you still getting hit.
Yeah, the name of the game is not to get hit, but you taking punches. So I give credit to them boxers, yo. If you get in that ring, when you taking them blows to the head, you got my respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be running around this bitch like Antonio Brown if I get in that motherfucker.
Let's segue because we got a
TTE. Yeah.
Really?
Go ahead, Mark.
Back on that shit again.
His shit all fucked up.
Back on that shit again.
Here we go. Your Wi-Fi all fucked up.
D-Wade. This is like seeing Jordan.
Yeah.
It's like seeing Jordan in lingerie. It's just crushing. Pause.
That's when I exit the show. What? I can't.
I've been to no motherfucker final. Luka, dog, and I'm starting to talking about Luka.
Yo, why he wild Paul Pierce out in that
I've been to no motherfucker final. Luka, dog, and I'm starting to talking about Luka, bro. Cupcake. You talking that goofy shit. You talking Bron, nigga. 66,000 minutes, nigga. Respect, Lord. Nigga 38.
That's what I be feeling like when niggas talking. I just want to
niggas cupcakes when they come to Bron. I'm talking about cupcakes.
I'm saying top 5 today.
Nigga, I'm talking about today.
We're not talking about body of work.
Fuck is you talking about then? Cupcake? Fuck you talking about? Motherfucking B had 15 points in a game 7.
Al Horford.
Want to hear that shit? Get the fuck out of here. Bron, nigga. I ain't putting none of them niggas in front of Bron. Jordan, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You became a Bron.
You ain't no Bron fan. I ain't no Bron fan. I'm Lord first, nigga. I'm Lord first. Secondly, nah, I'm calling it a spade. This is straight spades. Spade. Fuck is you talking about? He's a spade. We ain't never seen no nigga have 39,000.
Man, get this man a LeBron jersey real quick so you can put it on,
Lord,
bro.
nah, not at all. Y'all know what I am. I told you who I am. I'm here in Hollywood today. Shout to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Make sure when y'all in LA, y'all pick up that new Holly. You feel me? Shout to Zach. Jesus hands. Right. What you talking about, Lord? We in here. Right. Let's get back to
Joker,
this.
Luka Doncic.
No way.
Giannis.
I don't know if I'm taking Embiid over Brunson.
Yo, he wild Paul out, yo. That shit crazy. Cupcake. All right, your mic back working now, yo.
No, yo,
No.
I still can't.
All right, so
Damn, man.
oh no, your mic
Hey
lag.
man, and I
Oh,
have returned. Yeah, I have returned.
Yo.
Shit lagging.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. Hey, Chris Paul, I'm back in the gym.
Allowed in my father's house at all. At all. We deserve free everything. At least if you're not going to give us reparations by money, give us reparations in fruit.